some great stuff coming out of the community this week, as usual. So Jurgen wrote a blog post here about some of the new settings that were added to the latest Windows 11 24H2 security baseline in Intune. But these are not released as a new version of the baseline. These settings are only added when you create a new policy or edit one that already is existing. But as always, great job here on sort of summarizing all of the settings that were added, as well as what their defaults are. So I wanted to call this out for those that may have missed that in that latest service release. Now, I haven't, knock on wood, in any of my organizations, personally have not seen this issue yet, but patches are just starting to roll out over the last day or two here. But some of you may have seen that the May cumulative update for devices that have Intel Trusted Execution Technology enabled on 10th generation or later Intel vPro processors, that's a mouthful, are experiencing an issue where you might see a blue screen or you end up at the BitLocker recovery screen, which at best is an annoyance. At worst, you might have some issues, and hopefully you have your BitLocker recovery keys saved off to the correct place. All is not lost, however. There was an out-of-band update that was released a couple of days ago. And so we can see that down here. There is a link over to that update on the Microsoft Update catalog. But earlier today, Johan and I were talking about software updates in our course, and I did notice if we take a look at our quality updates or expedited updates in Intune. So if I go, I've got a policy here that I can just go in and edit. If we take a look at the properties here, it does look like that update is available to push out via Intune expedited updates. So thank you to our friend Brian Dam for pointing out that this out-of-band update was made available. So I wanted to get that out there. I will post a link both to the original known issue documentation here, as well as the out-of-band update. I'll make sure those get posted this evening. And then last but not least, came across this tweet from Uger earlier today. Released a new update for his popular Intune Assignment Checker script, added support for autopilot and some of the related items like enrollment status page profiles, as well as some endpoint security settings, and just some additional parameters here you can see on his checklist. If you haven't used this before, it's a fantastic PowerShell script that sort of just helps you report on and see where you have resources assigned in Intune. Very helpful script. I try to keep this available in across all my workstations where I might be managing some Intune-related items. So that was what I had for today, Johan. I think you might be muted. There you go.
I think I might be muted for the second time in like 10 minutes. That's pretty impressive. But yeah, I do have a couple of things I stumbled across. First out was a little article by Damien here that I don't think we shared before. Let's see if I can figure out how to share my screen here.
I think you can do it. I'm confident. There you go.
Yeah. So over here, Damien posted a nice little script that can give you a notification or basically send an email if you stumble across users that are active but are missing a license in your tenants. I thought that was pretty clever way of doing automation, so I figured it was worth mentioning. And no, I do not need to sign in. Thank you very much. I'm good. But that was that one. And then, this via Monstra people Very strange. But we did an event last week. Highlights from MMS. And that recording is available. So if you happen to miss that event, go to our community or check it out on YouTube, whatever you like. The recording is available there. We spent about 40 minutes-ish discussing the conference, our favorite things and what we learned, and what I learned remotely, I should say, because you were there in person. I wasn't.
Sadly.
Sadly, yes. Then Peter van der Voorde had a blog post regarding what he refers at scareware, basically blockers in Microsoft Edge. I figured I should share that link. This one here might be interesting to read. And that was pretty much I had in terms of updates.